we were just talking about the BPSO, the Pope Off. Was this your first year going to it?
Yeah, it was my first time.
What were your thoughts on it?
Dude, good vibes, man.
Yeah.
I'm not like.
Is that your first New York comp?
That's my first New York comp. Yeah, yeah. It was fun. It was good vibes. I'm not like contests always kind of made me feel a little. I don't know. Like I'm not always a huge contest person, but man, that was fun. I felt like
that's funny you say that
like
because it seems like you perform good at contests.
Yeah,
sometimes like if I could like tap into that little zone and it feels good, like
you got to feel it out.
Yeah, you know, there's like a certain pressure in contests, and it's like you go there and just like everyone kind of knows each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more of a homie vibe at stuff like this, though. It's not like not like going to like a feast or something like that. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was really cool.
And you made it to the finals. So for someone who doesn't skate contests, you'd skate pretty damn well. Did you place? I don't remember.
Yeah, I got third place.
That's right. Yeah.
You called him out?
No, I mean like I knew he was a finalist, but I don't know if he like actually placed. Yeah. But third place, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool seeing you go there too because you could tell you never skated the park. You skated different stuff than people normally skate throughout the years. Like you did that cool little hip transfer thing.
Yeah.
I think you might have been the one that opened up that like grinding from the bank to the ledge to the other steep bank.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just I like skating transition and kind of feeling out the flow of skate parks. And actually Ariel showed me this little line he liked to do, and it was like you kind of like jumped on that little box and then you kind of went into that pocket and carved around, and then it just seemed like it put you there perfectly. So
you were the first one to grind the thing. I wanted to ask you because I thought about this too. Like I personally don't like when people do this. Like you did the first one, do like the hip to like grind to jump in, and then other people started doing it after you. Did that bother you at all?
No, man.
It kind of bothers me when I see people do that. Like it's like, oh, that's my trick. It's kind of like my idea. And I mean, but it's good too because you ended up doing other stuff. I don't know if you were gonna do it anyway, but you ended up like switching up and whatever. So maybe it just pushes you more too. Yeah,
in a way. Like actually, Mark Wojda. Yeah, I was kind of like feeding off his energy.
Yeah,
you know?
You guys were going like back to back on that.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was like a really cool moment. Earlier in the finals heat, I just gapped it and I zero spinned it.
Yeah,
and I kind of left it alone. Then I was like, I'm gonna kind of get back into it.
Oh, dang, you zero spin that?
I zero spinned it in the very beginning.
Like you fakey it. What is it called?
I guess it would be like
not a zero spin,
like a 90 almost. Yeah,
forward to like fakey that.
To fakey, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. And then I just kind of revisited it and then just backsided it and then kind of opened up that section and Mark got in there and it was fun, man. It was like, kind of feed off that energy and just enjoy it. It was like a session, Yeah,
that's how it should be.
Yeah, I overheard Montre. He's like, it's just like a big session with the homies, and like that's such a good attitude to have, Like
it's also like in contests, like there's like that thin line between being like over anxious and like being in the zone.
Yeah,
because you could be like too, and you could be too like overzealous, and then like sometimes that's how I am. Like I feel like I'm waiting to do tricks.
Yeah, that's how I remember. That's how like bitter cold and shit used to be.
And then sometimes it's just like you get into that like really good flow because of like the mix of the adrenaline, the anxiety, the nervousness. And
it actually becomes fun at a certain point. It used to only be tension. You gotta get past that. It used to only be tension and like pressure, but now it's just like there is a fun point to it.
Yeah, and I think part of the fun too is just like I don't really put any expectations on myself, but just kind of like go out. Like my goal is to break a sweat and have fun, and then kind of whatever happens just happens. And obviously in contests, everyone's like pushing it at a high level, so you just kind of naturally just get juice,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a blast, man. Yeah. Huge shout out to everybody that made that happen. Really, really sick.
And congrats on third, man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was like, it's kind of intimidating coming out to New York. Right. You guys definitely have like a vibe, and just like growing up and following New York skating. It's like you guys.
Is this your first time skating in New York?
I
don't remember ever seeing you in New York.
I came here last winter with my girlfriend Bianca. She's from the Bronx, and we went to that skate park. I went there with Pablo. We just skated for like 40 minutes. It was really cold. But other than that, no, not really. I've been out here a bunch to visit my oldest brother who lived in Brooklyn for a long time. I skated Chelsea Piers. I had a skate park ID at Chelsea Piers, actually. I still have that thing.
Wait, the old Chelsea?
It was a wooden one, yeah.
Oh, shit. So you've been coming to New York since like back then.
And I saw Rawlson Rivera there.
No way.
And I was like, whoa, like New York, dude, this is crazy.
At that time, it doesn't get much more New York than that, running into Rollinston at the skate park.
I was like, starstruck.
I never ran into Rollinston, and I'm fucking from here.
crazy. Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
you found like a diamond in the rough kind of thing.
Yeah, man, I was hyped at the time. You know, I was living in Montana, so it was like come from the Northern Rockies. I was like, dude, this shit's crazy.
I was about to say, if you don't mind, because we're getting in this conversation, it's really cool. We're catching up on everything, but like to back it up, like to like the beginning of your story, like some people know of you being from SF, some people know of you being from Montana. I heard that like you were bouncing back and forth, or so like where did you start skating? Like where are you from? How did you get into that? Because like for me, my perspective looking at you being from Montana skating is like something that I don't know. It's I wouldn't imagine it's like easy to get into rollerblading being from there.
Yeah, it was
growing up in the woods in like a log cabin.
Yeah,
well, I don't know if it's like that.
That's how we picture it. That's how New York.
That's funny. I mean, I know the homies in the Bay would always, you know, be like, you know, it's
right.
a place to tie up your horses at school and shit.
Yeah.